So first and foremost, I was listening to your discography before this show. I mean, I'm gonna tell you,
I hope that's a good ponder.
you have a okay permission to just flat out be real with you.
I, I'm
You
not
have a
chasing.
complete album with no music video.
I know.
You have a complete album, like that will go hard. Like, and then
Thank
you know what's
you.
the crazy part about it? It continues on and it continues to play. I had to add chill vibes on my playlist, and then I forgot. I thought it came again because our first time we was meeting, it was playing during that time. I tried to add it again a few minutes ago, and it said it's already in the playlist. That's how good it is. I literally thought, you know what I'm saying? I was like, man, you have a complete album. Why?
Okay. So there's
And
a
then
couple
we'll get into
reasons.
the real questions, but why?
So there was a couple reasons. Um, One, initially when I dropped Complexions of a Cancer, I wasn't going to make it an album. It was just going to be an EP. But then when I realized that it was too many songs for an EP, I was like, well, I mean, here we go. I guess I'm dropping an album. So I was like, all right, let's just go for it. I'm here now. I worked on it. I literally told a story from top to bottom, and that's how I wanted it. Like I didn't want to take anything out to make it an EP. If it was going to be an album, it that was just what it was.
Hmm.
Now, I don't. I'm learning to be more comfortable in front of a camera because the camera's always in my face. I always get videos. I always do that, but um, I I attempted to try to do like some visuals, some low budget and like some low budget visuals. I had did like the trick where you can like tape the phone to your car window
Hmm.
and drive. So I've been trying to get into it. And what's crazy is that if I'm not mistaken, the very first scoring that I had that was mentioned, it was we hear this voice, we don't have a face to it. And I said, you know what? You're right. I don't have any music videos. I don't have any
Hmm.
visuals. I have photo shoots, but I don't have any visuals. So
Hmm.
I'm actually shooting a music shoot for my well, initially it was going to be a single that I was going to release, but now that we're in round 5, I was like, well, I'll just release it on the EP instead. So I have
Hmm.
a new song called Addicted that I'm not sure if you're familiar with her, but her name is Barlow. She's a creative director and videographer, and let's just say it's gonna be a good time. And this is a first for me, so I'm scared of putting myself out there like that. But ultimately, that's what that's what it boils down to. I have anxiety even when I post. I'll post and delete, and I had to get out of that. And one thing that even helped me was I was reading this book called The Let Them Theory, and one of the chapters they talked about that like putting yourself out there, and when you post and delete, it's fear of rejection. You don't want people to not like your stuff. You don't want people to not, see it and have negative comments. But it doesn't matter what you do. People are gonna. You can't control what anybody else thinks. So I was like, oh my gosh, you're right. So now I'm attempting to get into doing more visuals and videos and things
Hmm.
to go along with my songs. But that was something that yeah, you are 1,000% right. I have no visuals or music videos for any of my songs.
How you know that was me? Like I'm not always judging.
No, I don't know. I don't know it was you. It was just on my initial
Oh,
scoring.
okay. I'm about to say because it's you. You got fans and you got some people that judge you a lot harder than others.
Yeah.
Um, there are
Yeah. I
some
don't know who
people.
it was.
You
I just
know,
knew that was a thing.
I
And I
would
was
say
like, you're
this.
right.
I will give you a back end. I think certain people we in that first initial thing, right? You're in a space. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. This TaylorVon. You know what I'm saying? My bad. Um,
Hey,
excuse our
y'all.
excuse our just jumping into things. We done this plenty of times. You know what I'm saying? And then
Straight no
like right
chaser.
now, tell them where you're ranked at right now.
I'm going to cry. But I'm number one right now. And I'll give my testimony later. But let me just tell you, when you are doing what you're supposed to do and you're in alignment, things work out.
Hmm.
Things work out. And God won't let you quit. God won't let you give up. He's like, no, I'm number one, y'all.
So when we was talking about the Mukonii House, right? You do
Mhm.
have that EP coming, and probably
Yes.
before that EP, we did have that that first round, and we could talk about that too. We actually go to it. That round, you got um, you scored a 44.6, and it was one of the comments right here says based off music only, video didn't show her right. And then another judge came around and said she went 3 for 3 on song submissions. Great job. I need to see more music videos from you. I felt like I just discovered the next star and couldn't see you fully as a music creative in a very much in that very moment.
Yeah.
Don't get passed up for not showing your full range. Show the world who the fuck you are.
Yeah.
Now,
That stuck with me in a way that I can't explain because
tell us about it. Like what changed your trajectory by reading that?
so do you remember when her initially came out the gate
Cold,
and
cold rollout.
there was no videos, there was no picture. It was just her shadow. It was
Hmm.
just her silhouette. And I remember her saying she didn't want anybody to focus on how she looked. She wanted them to hear her. And that's kind of always been my approach in a sense, because it's not that I don't want anyone to see me. I just wanted my voice to be heard before that. Now, there are beautiful women. There are beautiful women who are in the
Hmm.
industry. There are women who I feel like, are the total package, but I I wanted to be known for my talent, for my voice, rather than my looks. So I kind of focused on my sound. I that was a thing for me. But as social media has evolved throughout the years since her,
Hmm.
debuted, it is a thing to put a face to the voice. So I am that is something that I know that I struggle with as an artist, is putting my face out there in videos. And it's
Hmm.
different from having a videographer record a show of mine, or do content in that. It's totally different. So I, I'm trying, and I took heed, and I said, you know what, they're right. That's what made me do the visual in the car. That's what made me, say, okay, you know what, I don't have any music videos, but I'm going to. And
Hmm.
that's what made me reach out to Barlow and go ahead and get the ball rolling for getting this video shoot ready for one of my singles. So that will be on the EP now. So
Hmm. I'm gonna show you something, and let me show you from data and from real life, real quick.
mhm.
Which one you want first, data or real life?
Give me data first, and then give me
Data.
the
Okay, so week one you ranked fourth, just overall, even with no visuals, you still was fourth, right? Amongst it's like over 200 some applications,
yeah.
and then we got down to 31, and then you ranked fourth on that, just straight to the who are
Out of
you
my three submissions.
out of your 3 submissions, right?
Mhm.
And even choosing those 3 submissions was probably difficult, right? Because people didn't realize, oh wait, they're gonna judge this, like this is who we are. Like we don't know who these people are too.
Mhm.
But notice something. Round two, you linked up with Air Sky, another artist in Mukonii House. You
Mhm.
went from fourth to second, and your scores are definitely much like you got somebody straight tens. You have another judge 9, 9, 10, 9, and another judge straight sixes. Right? What stood out that because now you dropped a visual during that time too. Like we got to see TaylorVon do a visual for a song. She didn't do the visual for a complete album though, y'all. Just want to go ahead and throw that out there. But she did it for the Mukonii House, so
I did.
I'll
I
take that.
did.
You know what I'm saying? But what scores and what stood out on that?
So a few things.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I have always been featured, but I don't have any features.
Mm.
And that, it's always just been easy for me to slide on somebody else's baby person,
Yeah.
their project, to say, hey, if I they're like, I think you'll be great for it. I'm like, okay, send me what you got. What we talking about? Where we going with it? Okay, bet, I got you. And I come back, lay my verse down, make it hit.
Mm.
But for me, collaborating, I thought was as seamless as it would be just to be a feature, and it was not.
Mm.
Not this, not, it wasn't a bad thing. It
Oh
was
no
just a
no no!
different.
I trust me. I
It
know.
was just a challenge. It was just a
I'm
challenge.
working with y'all. So just imagine, like, so you working with one person, I'm working with, so, and
Yeah.
then other people. So I understand how that
Hmm.
works. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
It was different, and it was a
but y'all
challenge.
both was in Dallas though.
Yeah, yeah. So we were able to link up. She was shout out to Air Sky. She we as soon as we had a little hiccup. We couldn't find an instrumental, so I'm like, okay, I
Mm.
can go down the R&B playlist and could tell you, okay, there's a lot of duos, So I was like, we bouncing ideas off each other, and I was like, okay, if these are let's go ahead and get these to Mukonii House. So even just collaborating and coming into an agreement together, we have two different styles,
Mm-hmm.
two different personalities, two
Mm-hmm.
different ways of doing things. So having to merge that and collaborate on that was different for me. Usually, like I said, if it was somebody else's project, they kind of tell me, hey Taylor, I need you to, slide on this and give me sexy, or give me uh rebuttal, give me something. And I'm like, okay, cool, I take my pen and go. But now I'm having to work and write with somebody else, and I've been in writer sessions, and I've done that. But to create a new baby already from a record that is already.
You chose that record though. Y'all
Yeah,
chose that. So
yeah.
don't you say the rest of that. No, you don't you. You went down
But
that
you got to
playlist.
come hot. Like
You
that's
gotta
that's
come
a
hot
record
though.
that you got to come hot. Like you can't. You got to come with it. So
That song is very sexy, and you have the most
yeah,
two sexy sex appeal,
yeah.
which is Ari Lennox and Jasmine Sullivan
Hmm.
on
Hmm.
it. Like,
Hmm.
and that song was the song on that album in a way.
Yes, it
Like,
was.
that was the song that really, yeah, you had a lot. Like,
Had to.
you had
But we were
to,
both up for it. We were both up for it. She was
yeah.
like, okay. So, and at the time, we really just made it work because she wasn't even in town. She was
Mm,
out of town. And I was like, okay, are you going to go to a studio, there? She was like, I'll let you know. But she ended up, doing it. I think before she left, we just worked it out. We just worked it out. So we had
mm,
to constantly communicate, and bounce ideas off each other. So when we finally linked up, uh, it was like a writer session. Like, okay, what makes sense? Let's come up with the hook together.
mm,
And I hadn't done that. Like when I'm in writer sessions, we do bounce ideas off of each other, and we,
mm.
ultimately tell a story. But her and I were like, we really cooking up something. So it worked out. And then the one thing that I do love about Air Sky is that Air Sky is younger, so she has a little freshness to her that
Mm.
was like, look, girl, let's do this, let's do that. So I'm like, okay. And we linked up and we found a venue. The first venue we were gonna go to, she beat me there, and she was like, yeah, it's a no-go. So I was like, okay, what about this spot over here in Grand Prairie? And she was like, okay, I'll meet you there. So we get there. We even wrote my son in. My son was in the background recording
Oh, that's
and
dope.
getting the music too. So we made it happen. And we got in and out. Like one thing I can say, we wasn't playing. Me and her was not playing. And we
Mm,
got it done. And we worked together on editing, and it was just we worked together, and that was different for me. I
mm-hmm.
hadn't been hands on like that with a project with anybody before, so it was a learning experience. And I'm not sure if it was, if she had any experience like that, but it was different for me.
Okay, let me ask you this then. Two challenges
Hmm.
that you see in front of you.
Hmm.
You're in the house. Let's say you're in the house. Is it camera or collaboration?
Oh, um,
Because the music is there. We don't have to go there. Camera
Yeah.
collaboration. Being able to
You know?
collaborate with so many different people
Yeah.
or being on camera so much.
I'm getting used to the camera thing. So I don't think it will be as much as a challenge as it would be.
You're gonna be in your bonnet.
Maybe. Maybe.
I'm be in my bonnet
Maybe.
probably. Hey man, look, y'all, look.
I might have to give me a protective style or something so I can make sure that I'm presentable.
I was telling like, man,
But the camera I'm getting used to and I'm starting to get more familiar with it. And but I think the collaboration part will always have more challenges than the camera because once I get out my head with the camera, I'll look at it and it's just me. It's like I'm in a mirror at this point.
yeah.
So I'm starting to get familiar with it. But with collaborating with other artists, like I said, we have different personalities, different writing types,
Hmm.
different ways of doing things, different like I know people asking like, what gets you in a creative mood? Everybody has different things that puts them in a creative space. Like
Hmm.
there's just that would be more of a challenge to me than the camera. Even though they both are challenges nonetheless,
They are.
they both are challenges, but I think finding a rhythm with someone else when they have a different way, people hear things different. People like it's just you got
How
to
long?
get
How
one
long you
band
been
one
doing
sound.
music? How long you been doing music
Professionally or just music in general.
professionally?
Professionally now, I'm at 6 years. 6 years going on 7
What was your
now.
motivation then compared to now?
So when I initially got started, I've been singing forever. Like
Hmm.
that's been a thing. And I'm always the one that's like Taylor, sing happy birthday, or it's just
Hmm.
I've always sung, but um, I had dropped a video on Instagram back in like 2019, and I was just writing. It was like 4 a.m. I just woke up out my sleep and I just decided to write. Like sometimes if I can't sleep, I'll just get inspired and I'll just write. So I posted a video. It was can't remember, it was a cover to something else. Anyway, a guy reached out to me and he was like, "Yo, you wrote that?" I was like, "Yeah." So he's like, "Bet I got something for you." So he remixed it and then sent it to me. I still have it to this day. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, you did that off the audio, off this video?" And he was like, "You ever been in the studio?" And I was like, "No." Anyway, we linked up. It was his first time producing as well. So his name is David. He goes by Alien Vibes now. So the growth between both of us as producer and artist is insane because now he's making records for international stars. And he's in the Afrobeat. So that's how I even got started was through Afrobeats.
What?
it wasn't even R&B. He did Afrobeats. And that's how I created Chill Vibes. It literally in his living room. My son was on a couch sleep, and we were up just vibing a whole night, and we made Chill Vibes, and that was the first single I ended up dropping.
Damn, that's dope.
And then it just took off from there. But it was really him. He was like, get in the studio. And I'm like, okay. So we was in the living room. I was
Mm,
like, just try it. I had no idea what I was doing. I know
mm,
I can sing, but I was like, okay, let's just go for it.
mm.
And we did. And it took a life of its own. And then I started to go to open mics. I started to I was new to Dallas. I just moved here in 2018.
Wait, where you
So it
from?
wasn't like I'm from Youngstown, Ohio. So yeah.
I skipped over that so quickly.
I'm from Youngstown,
I just
Ohio.
like in my
I am
head.
not from Dallas. I'm not from Dallas. I moved here in
Youngstown,
2018.
Ohio.
Youngstown,
I didn't
Ohio.
even know that they had black people there.
I'm up north. They call it
I'm messing with you.
Midwest. Because I was
It's
like
just cold.
Cleveland.
It's like, bro. Every time I think of a black person in the cold, I'm like, I don't know how they do it. I don't
Oh,
know.
and I love it. I love playing in the snow.
Oh no.
But Youngstown, Cleveland, Akron, Toledo, going all up there. Oh yeah, it ain't nothing but us.
Uh, what? So what? So fast forward now.
Mhm.
Years later, what inspires you now?
Oh man. Oh, I feel like I have so many different inspirations, but the biggest thing that really kind of kicked it into hard drive for me was that people was vibing with it.
Mm-hmm.
And when I did it initially, I was just doing it for me. I'm like, like I did it. But no, like people were vibing with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I have books from when I was like in the fourth grade that I would just write stuff. So if we being even more honest, I love writing. Writing, I
Mm.
could be whoever I want to be behind that pen. I could tell whatever story. I could tell my story, your story, their story. I could do whatever I want to do with that pen. So I enjoy the writing part portion of it. And for people to resonate with something that I wrote, and they're like, "Girl, we want more. We want more." Like,
Mm-hmm.
my stuff.
Yeah.
And then the reaction that I was getting, it just kind of blew my mind because I wasn't thinking that big. I didn't think that
You didn't think you
people
was that good.
would. No, 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 I
Do you
didn't.
do
I
you
didn't
deal
think
with
I had it.
imposter syndrome?
Not as much.
It
Not
be
as
whooping your
much.
ass a little bit.
Not sometimes. Sometimes it gets to me because I think for me, at least especially for now, and I could just and it's just me. I'm only gonna speak for Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
It is so easy to fall into comparison. It is so easy. Um and when I know some amazing singers. When I say people who will pull your muffin cap back blue, I
Mm-hmm.
mean singers. And it blew my mind when other people would think that I was that because I didn't think that I was that.
Mm.
So I'm like, what did y'all see in me that I didn't see in me? And that just made me tap into it a little bit deeper. Like, Taylor, why do you feel like why you can't? Why you can't?
You know, I
Why
got
you
that. I got that in our first conversation. I think we was. It was after the first round, and I heard you say, "Taylor, you start talking to yourself,"
are talking to myself?
and
Mhm.
I'm gonna break the barrier down real quick. This is the first I've ever been this far, and this is the first you've ever been this far. If you think about it, every day we're in this journey, it is the furthest we've ever been. So it's supposed to look like we've never been here before, and we're not supposed to be here because we've never been here before.
Yeah.
So I want you to start looking at it like this. And this ain't I ain't finna hit you with the do it for the kids. Taylor love the kids. I'm not finna hit you with that. Fuck them kids sometimes. Them kids get on my
No, for
damn
real.
nerves.
For real.
Kids get on my damn. They're ungrateful. They're ungrateful, man. I don't want this, daddy. Yes, you did. You told me. I done
Oh,
worked my ass off to
I
get
have
you.
a 12-year-old, please.
Man. 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 And it's a so you're gonna always feel like you don't belong because you really don't. Because sometimes you gotta realize as you grow, once you realize you're at this level and you feel like, oh yeah, I belong here, you already done passed them people. There are times I'm in Dallas. You're in Dallas. We follow pretty much a lot of the same people. Have you ever seen me on a blog? Nobody's ever just said how dope, no matter how dope or how great, or even the Mukonii House. You may have seen it on two blogs because I've seen it on two blogs. One, you know what I'm saying? And one, it was from another artist, right? So I know how dope, and I'm having it to where I'm having people compete for something that's not just a stage, but a legit career. You know what I'm saying? Like, of like catapulting. Like, I done whoop somebody's ass to get here. This one just I didn't pay $30. That's all. Yeah, shit. That's less than a meal at Chili's. You feel me? And
But you know what? You really been doing this a long time.
I know.
You've been doing this a very long time. So yeah, we might be the farthest we ever been, but it's not without knowledge.
But think about it. The way you see me when you found out, oh yeah, you that dude, right? Same way I saw you. Like I'm seeing you in different things, and
Yeah.
sometimes we be feeling like We don't belong because we actually belong higher. We belong higher. So
Okay. I received that.
you gotta stop thinking that you're so low. You know what I'm saying? Especially now, everybody's going to your
Yeah.
profile, your EPK. They're hitting you up because guess what? You you surpass somebody that they feel like did better than you because music is subjective. And they're like, well, who is she? What did she do? Let me see what she did. Oh, right?
Ooh, I got chills.
So,
You just said something
mm-hmm.
that what you just said
What?
was my exact sentiments when I got Carl Thomas.
Mm,
When I went to I had an interview. I had an artist interview for
mm-hmm,
with a podcast. At the time, the podcast and the venue that I was at, they were working together, and this was where they were going to start, doing their shows and stuff like that. So they hadn't. I met them at South by Southwest, and they were all booked up for the whole year. They were talking about, maybe next year, we can get you in. Anyway, I didn't think anything of it until I got a call, and they were like, "Yeah, we have an opening, and they specifically asked for you by name." I said, "For me," it was like, "Okay, oh, great, yeah." They was like, "How quick can you get there?" I was leaving church. I was like, "Can you give me an hour to get home and get myself, let me hurry up?" They
mm-hmm,
was like, "We'll meet you there in an hour." So I'm flying home from church, throw some clothes on, trying to hurry up and then fly all the way to Addison to get to the venue. Get to the venue, kill the interview. As I'm singing, the owner comes out and it's like, "Who is that?" And they were like, "This is TaylorVon, X, Y, Z, blah, blah, blah." So he comes up and he says, "What are you doing Saturday?" I was like, "This Saturday?" He said, "Yeah. You want to open up for Carl Thomas?"
oh,
I said, like Summer Rain,
mm-hmm,
Carl Thomas? It's so emotional. Absolutely. And for in that moment, I I didn't apply for anything. I didn't ask anyone. I wasn't putting myself out there. I literally was just in the right place at the right time. And it was nothing but God because I I was there for a whole nother reason. I was there for a whole nother reason. And now I'm walking out of there getting ready to open up for a national recording artist that I've listened
mm-hmm,
to my whole life. So I I was worthy for that. It was just off of talent. It wasn't a who knows who. It wasn't
mm-hmm,
any of that. It was this person doesn't know who I am, but they heard my voice and came in and then saw me and was like, "What are you doing? You want to open up for Carl Thomas?" And I got it like that. And
mm-hmm.
opened up for Carl Thomas that Saturday. It happened that fast. That fast.
Yeah.
So the fact that I had it's not that I think that I just wasn't thinking big. I didn't think that I just wasn't thinking big.
You
I
better
didn't think
change
that
that
that was
shit.
gonna happen.
You better change it.
Mm-mm. Oh,
You better change it.
yeah. Now I gotta talk to me a little nice. Now you
Talk,
gotta
talk.
talk to
How
me
you
a little
feel right
nice,
now?
because
Talk to me. How
now
you
I'm like,
feel?
oh,
How you feel right now, Miss Number One? Right now, how do you feel?
you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I was very discouraged, very very discouraged, and I was like, I know I'm gonna drop. I don't think this is. I don't. They're not gonna like it. They're. I felt just so many different emotions when it came to this competition. I'm just like, maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe, maybe this isn't for me. Just for me to wake up, just for me to wake up less than 24 hours to see that I had got number one. And when I say that fast, here we go, here we go, and just in those moments where I don't feel like that I was good enough or that, or I started to look at myself a little less than, and it was like, no, stop. That was such a smack in my face,
Mm-hmm.
and I needed it because it's always right when you want to give up or right when you think you're not. I don't know if you ever see those videos where people like they're digging for diamonds, and it's like they're digging and you see all this dirt and you see as deep as there, and right when they stop, the diamond is right there.
Yeah.
And I don't want that to be me. I don't want that to be my story where I'm putting in too much work. I'm spending too much money of my own money. I
Mm.
buy my beats, I buy my studio time. I am my sponsor.
Yeah.
So if I'm doing all of this on my own, no. Mm-mm. No. And the biggest thing is like it's now getting fun for me. Now it's fun. Now I'm getting lost in it. Now this is the part that I feel like I've worked so hard for, because I used to be so critical, so analytical,
Mm-hmm.
like picking every single thing apart. I would record something 10 times if I didn't like it. And then now I'm like, you know what? There's so much realness and authenticity and just let's do it. Let's
Mm-hmm.
just do it. And that's
Mm.
that's I'm just feeling good. I'm feeling so good. I was not expecting it. I was not expecting it, but that was what I needed to every
Even
now and then you need a reminder.
even though I let everybody handle the judging this round. You know what I'm saying? I did see that you was the only one that did a carousel, and then with the carousel you did voting. Why'd you do that?
So I'm still trying to get into this social media and trying to get it to work for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I want the engagement. I want to know what people are thinking in a sense. So for me, um, I thought this would be a amazing opportunity. And like I said, I'm not from Dallas, so I'm still making those connections. I'm still doing those things. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like, hey, this is the competition. This is what I need to do. Let me let's work. Let's figure it out. Let's get to know people.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I was like, tag some businesses that would like it. So the fact that people were sending me things and tagging people, and now I'm getting ready to look at people who would have never seen before, would have reached in that
Mm-hmm.
sense. That
Mm-hmm.
now I'm reaching. So okay, great. Selected the winners from it, and I have a group chat with them, and I've been talking to them individually. I'm just like, is there anything specific that you're kind of wanting? Because I wanted it to be something that they could use for as long as they want to.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted them to be pleased as well. It wasn't even just about the competition. I'm like, yes, it's for that, but I also want you guys to be satisfied my with my work. I want you to be able to use it. So I'm like, is there anything from your motto, or is there anything you want me to tell? And they were like, no, do your thing. And so I said, okay. And I just had to think, okay, what makes sense for production? What makes sense for this? What makes sense for that? And to kind of see where people were thinking, I was like, what's one is what's your favorite now?
Mm-hmm.
And they was vibing with it too, and the businesses were pleased, and they was vibing with me too. And ultimately it was a win for me all across the board. I got to see
Yeah.
what people were thinking. I got to use some of my stuff. I got to connect with other um businesses that, if they're I get booked, and I love that for me. So if you're having an event, I know this artist. I want to be in your
I'm gonna put you
forefront.
on game. I'm gonna put you on game. People saw what you did. They saw what all the artists did. They're gonna reach out to you now in a whole different manner. And
Love that for me.
I wanted to. I remember when I created that part of the game. Some people didn't understand it, and I stood my ground on it. And before, after we dropped, like a month later, after we dropped the games and stuff like that, a month later, a girl did a Dr. Pepper jingle and got $2 million off of it. So I already knew. I felt it. I said, man, no, jingles is in, because I remember when I was the radio station, how many people didn't even have a commercial. Just by owning that radio station, I saw so many problems. And I want you to understand that a lot of the things that you battle, you seem to come out on top. Collaboration, that was one of your highest scores, and jingles, which is also collaborating. You know what I'm saying? But you telling me that collaboration was going to be something difficult. but you already are naturally good at it. Because I'll be honest with you, I was shocked at, you know, performance is your thing. Performance is your thing, and you wasn't number one that week.
No.
And I said, I looked at certain people because I know you. How the hell that happened? What was that? And then I thought to myself, she thought she had it in the bag, and she came back harder and said, "It's when you get that effort in your system, Taylor. Like fuck it, I got it. I got to do it. You know what I'm saying? You have to do the jingle and you have to collaborate with people. Those are your things that you feel like you struggle on, and the things that you're weak at, you're best at. That's crazy.
And I
The
didn't see
things
it
that
that
you
way.
feel like you weak at, you're best at.
I didn't see it that way. I didn't see it that way. And I want I just I wish I for me, I just wish I didn't second guess myself as much as
Me
I
too.
do.
Me too.
Because I do second guess myself. And I can be so sure of something, or I can be like, oh yeah, yeah. For example, the our tiny desk. I just knew. I said, boom, I'm getting ready to come out the gate with it.
Oh
I got
yeah.
a band, I got background singers,
The
I
whole
got the
shebang.
thing, I got all of that. And it was like, yeah, yeah, it was a
Would you like
little.
to know what was said?
I would because I
Taylor,
was.
Taylor, let me tell you this, and I'm gonna tell you this from a DJ's perspective. You have a great voice, but you are so shy of outshining someone that I feel like you are afraid of shining that you don't even. It's like, let me show you something. Me and you cool, so I'm gonna have a conversation with you.
Talk to me.
That's you, right? You see
Okay.
that?
Okay.
You're always on the fence, always on the line.
Hold my hand when you talk to me like this.
You're always that. You are afraid. You are afraid of. You are afraid of just, you know, like even when it comes to your music, it is like I'm in a safe zone. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Now, you met Mukonii by getting an EPK. From the progression, then you done seen a music video countdown, and now you got this thing where this man has got a house doing some recording, and he's getting for $30. I done did a concert. I done found out a way I can do this myself. Still, you know what I'm saying? I got my girl Paloma over there. I can collaborate. I done drop videos. I got EP. I'm ready to go. You feel me? And you already you gonna feel like you get in the house?
Now, yeah.
Okay then. Okay then. So this is what
And
I'm
then I
saying.
want it. I want it, and
And
that's
this
and
is
that's
what you gotta then
true.
realize. There are people that keep voting for you. There's people rooting for you.
They
There's
are.
people seeing you as they're invested in you. This is not
Yeah.
just about the house. You know, this whole thing is about investment
Yeah.
because people got to be invested in you in order to want to listen to you.
Absolutely.
Normal artists drop the album and then do the promotion.
Yeah.
We've been promoting for almost a year and the album haven't even dropped.
Yeah.
So notice the difference. Like people my age, like they
Mhm.
think of making a band when they think of this. You know, they thinking of a real world with the live. They thinking of, you know, baddies and stuff, all this other stuff. With music and something that people like. You know, I want to see the process. And he's not just picking his friends. He's letting other people like, you know, show like he's not the only person. And then the crazy part about it, we not just picking friends.
Yeah.
You are so close.
Yeah.
You're around the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're
One
around
round
the
away.
way right now at the top. And we've seen people every round be at the top and fall.
Yeah, yeah,
because they expect that they got it because they are numbers. Now, that's the numbers game, right?
yeah.
The second thing is, are you or how do you feel about AI? Just give me the real. Yes or no. Just say yes or no.
No,
Okay. What makes you different in AI if you have no visuals? That's what I fear when it comes down to branding Taylor Vaughn. Taylor Vaughn has a beautiful voice. She's a performer. She's all right. But damn it, we also got to put on a TV show. And if we got to go get Taylor out the closet or out the room because she doesn't want to get behind that camera, we in trouble because she's not behind that camera. The camera is inside the recording studio. You, we afraid that Taylor may not be there for 7 days and might pull one of those. Hey, I just gotta go, y'all, because because she's this is a lot, and that's something that we will invested in. We will have created sounds around her. We would have had. I would have worked my ass off to get brands to because I can see your style with the jersey fits and you fit all the urban people that we're talking to. So they're gonna want to say, "Hey, look, I'm putting my name on that hat right there. I want that right there," and we're black still, Taylor. We're still black, and we still gotta.
it's like so hard. Yeah.
So it's
And
not
then
a
even for me, it's even harder because not only am I black, but I'm a woman in a
yeah.
male-dominated industry.
Mm-hmm.
So it is already hard.
There are people that we saw in the first round. You know that. How do you think people get eliminated? Did you know?
I thought either they self-eliminated, like either they
That's
either it
it.
was got too much
That's
for
it.
them, and
That's
oh,
it. So you think about it. We're not telling people to leave. They just can't handle what's
it's
going
a lot,
on
and it
because
is.
it's a
It is a
lot.
lot.
But you asking yourself, what are you gaining? And even if you don't make it, I said it in the beginning. Even if you don't make it, you're gonna have so much. You can go create your own concert now and make so much money, and people will pay for it.
And I've had like last year for my birthday, I had a complexion of a cancer show for my birthday.
Mm-hmm. I was.
And it was good. I personally I love any stage. I love big stages and I love small stages. The biggest stage I ever been on with my music was when I did Black Girl Art Show in Chicago.
Mm.
It was over 4,000 people that was there, and I'm doing
Yeah.
all my originals, and they were vibing with me. And I'm from a city that I'm not from again, so I'm like, okay, great, I can do it. But then I also feel like when I get into my small stages, when it's intimate, I thrive in intimate spaces when I can connect more with people. And I've literally had shows where people will, I'll give my handle, they'll DM me and say, Taylor, I'm listening to the album right now in my car, girl, you are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Or Passenger Princess got me feeling like this. Or Indecisive is X, Y, and Z. Like it's those moments that affirm me that I'm like, yeah, I'm now I feel like it's bigger than me. Now it's bigger than me. Now I'm able to I have a voice not just for myself but for other people too. And that's dope to me because not everybody can do that.
Yeah.
But little old me, the little Taylor from Youngstown, Ohio, from the South Side,
Mm-hmm.
I'm I'm on the radio now.
Yeah.
I'm being booked at these venues now where I'm me. So now I'm like, you know what? I should be in these spaces. And I me being number one isn't like luck. I worked hard. Like I work hard. I'm not nothing is handed to me. Literally nothing is I sometimes I wish I wish things could just be handed to me, but it's not
Mm-hmm.
like that for me. I
Mm-hmm.
work hard for all of my stuff. So when I get wins and when those things happen for me, I'm so grateful and I'm so humble because I'm really putting in work.
Mm-hmm.
Even when it is hard. You know how tired I am? I have a 9 to 5. I have a kid. I got like I life, and I still show up. I
Mm-hmm.
still make sure to try to put my best foot forward. I'm still making myself known in those spaces, even when I do feel small.
Yeah.
Just this past weekend on Sunday, I was at Stonewater, and it was packed out. I'm talking about packed out, line around the building. And this is me with my mic. With
I
my
just
mic.
figured it the fuck out. Holy, I'm over branding. Everybody else is the good. Like when you look at the executive team, I don't know if you did. Ron is the branding person,
Okay.
right? The difficulty in like what I said was this is you. I'm gonna give you a playbook for real, for real. Don't focus on content. Go live. No, no,
I
no.
do so I do sometimes. It's not always.
No, no,
I
no,
don't
no, no.
always
Listen
have
to what I'm
to
saying.
post
Like
them.
doing this just the 45 minutes of talking to you. I'm a talker. I don't give a fuck. My wife tells me that all the time. You have controlled this entire conversation, and I love it because from a person that wouldn't know you, like I said, Taylor, fuck it, bro. Taylor, I believe I'm intelligent moment real quick. I believe that AI only is taking over to people that simply don't know how to show themselves. See, when you look at and you listen to AI music, somebody can say your music is AI immediately because no one should sound like that, even though you're that fucking good. A person hating can call you AI, and people are like, well, whatever. What you think Mukonii House is doing is showing the process. We're not behind no computer, and people love that. We're not just pulling people so it's a competition.
Mm-hmm.
And when you got to look at the everything in totality, when it comes to say, hey, Ronald, these are your artists, and one of the artists happen to be TaylorVon. How are you going to handle this? See, other people can create content. Some people are great at content. Your Stacks is great at content. Air Sky's great at content.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? People like that are great at content, right? And then there's people like you and others that
Like,
are behind the scenes, but y'all are talkers.
yeah.
And I think you don't realize how many people just want to talk to you. So even if you went live for 1 hour, just choose a day or a time and just take that as 1 hour of you just propping up that live and you just, yeah, whatever it is, you can be pulling out questions and stuff where people always want to ask you. Like, you can go live with someone and just have a conversation or sit down, drink some wine, and just talk about your day. Let's just have some wine down with Taylor. What's a what Cavassier on Von Shea? I don't fucking know. I don't know. Vaughn Street. I don't know. But figure it out. But it's live. You should go live because you can't edit and cut it off.
No.
So the thing is with me, I, I battle with imposter syndrome. On TikTok, I decided to just this is thing I call from door to door marketing. From my car door to the front door, from my front door to the car door, make a piece of content, right? Whether it's nighttime or daytime, make a piece of
Mm-hmm.
content, post it, let it go. From that time, I posted about the Mukonii House. My Instagram shot up, phew. My TikTok shot up, phew. Right? To where now I'm able to just be in that pocket and be who I always wanted to be, which is an educator. You know, I always wanted to educate and teach people. I'm able to do that now, Taylor. You know what I'm saying? And I'm able to do it with music. And I just want you to know, like, if you just started to go live, it will break that barrier down and it gives them that video. And then the visuals and all the other shit will start coming. Because you can take that live and post it and make it. I think the biggest thing that we're looking for in this next round is the vlog from you.
I know. I know, and that's going to be the challenge for
That's
me
gonna
because
be
the
the challenge.
music that's going to be the challenge for me
But
is
before,
absolutely having a document when I'm in the studio, my writing
mm,
process, my creative process, even because it could be 4 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock in the morning. It doesn't matter the time. If I, whenever, once I put my son to bed and get everything situated, my quiet time, I'll go and I'll get lost in music. That's my escape. So
yeah,
having to remember to put it up
yeah.
and
This is what I do. I just go here and I'll just post it. I'll put my phone like I'm working, and I'll just hit the record button. And then I'll just take that and like if I find something in it, I find something in it, or I'll take a little clip from it, or I'll just go live. Like I'll be working on the computer, I'll just go live on, and then it just record for me. You
yeah,
know, it'll record
yeah.
for me. Um,
And I enjoy going live too, because sometimes I'll like I went live for my birthday this last year.
mhm.
I was in Puerto Rico, and I was on live for like a good hour, just talking. I was probably 5 drinks too many,
Yeah,
but it was just funny because people were sending me videos afterward, like Taylor, you are so funny, you're so funny. I'm like, ha 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 ha. That
yeah,
was so serious, but whatever. So
yeah.
I have gone on live with other people. We've me and Taylor Morgan have done that before. Some other
Hmm.
artists will talk about it. We'll talk about stuff. Um, and I feel way more comfortable doing that than I do any
There you
anything else.
go.
I can talk. I can
I
talk
got
all
something.
day.
I got one last question. Then I gotta go. Let's say Taylor Vaughn is in the house. Who are the other three? I'm writing it down. So come on.
Okay. The other three that I could see is I could definitely see Air Sky for
Okay.
sure. I could see is it NTX Stacks?
Okay.
Him for sure. And I'm actually very surprised that she's not in here anymore because I thought that she was gonna be in there, but I really thought Pocahontas.
She's still in.
Oh, is she?
Hmm.
Okay. I'm rooting for her.
What you like about her?
Hey, different. And she got an edge on her. She has
Mm.
an edge on her that I really, really kind of taken a liking to.
No, she is. She is a character. You know.
Yeah.
She like
And I don't know her. I don't
no,
know her.
but no,
Never
no.
met her.
I don't know
Never.
her either.
Yeah.
I don't personally know her. She applied just like a lot of other people, and we're learning like on a personal
Yeah.
tip. But
Yeah.
I looked at, her, I was like, bro, it's like she's like a large entity. You know those people that just like it just seemed like you just got a lot going on, but it's all coexisting in a way, like
Yeah.
in a nice form. Yeah, Stacks
Yeah.
is I
And you,
I call Stacks a was it like that's a Waka Flocka's little brother.
yeah, he lit. He lit. And my honorable mention, and I really am rooting for her. I am really rooting for Daya the model.
Okay.
Daya has a hustle, and the first time I ever met her was we were in another competition together. In December that I won.
Okay.
It was Space Boy Fresh
Yeah.
had one going on. Anyway, that's where I met her. That's where I met all of them. I didn't know any of them prior to it.
But there's a problem though, because I gotta go, but you can't play me like that. If we gotta choose four, you
Oh,
are
but
now at Pocahontas and Day of the Model. They are left. You got one slot left. Who are you grabbing?
okay,
All
there.
right.
Because Daya hustling, and I can see it in real time. She is hustling and she hungry, and I love a hustler. I love a woman. I love a female hustler. It just does something to me. So look, Daya got it. Daya got it.
All right, then you have a good one.
You too. Bye.
Yeah.